thanks for tuning in to a episode of Ramblin' Rants with your host, me, Blaze Sanchez, the one and only. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gents. Why do I feel weird for saying ladies and gents? Like, I feel worried I'm going to get in trouble or something, because there's so many different pronouns now. So I don't mean no offense if it's offensive, but it's easier for me to say ladies and gents. But thank you for tuning in. We had that last episode that I recorded did very well with downloads, and I was surprised because that one was dirty. It was dirty. It's like that Rob Dyrdek song from Robin Big. It was a dirty girl, dirty girl, dirty girl. Okay, that went on too long as always. So thank you. I didn't want to release an episode last week because of there just seemed like there was a lot of chaos going on around not necessarily me, but it just seemed like everyone was dealing with a lot of chaos and hectic stuff going on from the storms, and had a buddy that went to Austin to get away from the cold here, and would you have it, they got it way worse up there. So I just felt everyone had their own shit to do last week, including me, that we should just no one would give a shit if I skipped a week anyways, with everything going on. So that's what I did, man. And this week seems better, so we're going and recording. Plus, dude, I listened to my last episode. I say fuck a lot in that, so I needed a week to kind of chill out and reflect on me saying fuck so much. So I sought out a therapist, specializes in fuck being a mental thing, and me and her we're working at fucking. Oh, that last whole bit was a joke, but yeah, no, I'm gonna try. Besides that times I said fuck, and this time that I said it, I'm gonna try to do this episode without saying a single cuss word, just to see if I can do it. It's like not for any of you, it's just for me. I just want to see if I can do it. So yeah. But last week, even with the winter storms, we did Bucket Mike. Bucket Mike came back for Wise Guys, which they shut it down like in I think May or around. No, opened up in May. Fucking made it like 40 seconds before saying it. Okay, from right now, I'm not gonna say fuck. Right now I'm not gonna say it for the rest of the episode. That was just getting it out of my system. But yeah, they opened it back up, and it's been closed down during the whole pandemic, and it's been it was great. It's great to see stuff finally kind of opening back up and getting somewhat normal. I gotta say though, I'm digging the face mask. Like, I'm kind of like, at first I hated them, and I'm sure if you have glasses and wear glasses, you hate them, and I'm with you on that. Because I wear glasses, I wear contacts, and I put my glasses on to go into a store one time and had the mask on, and dude, it was so irritating. It was horrible with the fog and everything. So no, I get that, but like, dude, I say so much stuff under my face mask and make so many faces because I'm just a goofy person, and I don't know, it's entertaining for me, especially like when I'm working or something like that and I got my face mask on. So, and plus, dude, you got so many ugly ass people out there that the mask it's not a bad idea for them to continue wearing a face mask. Like, it does us a favor. I'm sure it helps our self-esteem because they don't see how ugly they are like all the time. Like, it's not like a constant reminder when they, walk by a car window and see the reflection, and they're like, damn it, I almost forgot I was ugly. And now I'm reminded of that. But if they have the mask on, they just see them in the mask, and it's fine, dude. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Even girls, dude. Like, I've been, when I talk to girls or when I see them or whatever, I've been judging them off their eyes. That's like something that I've been, kind of doing. Not in a creepy way, of course. Just really looking at their eyes. Because I feel like before I didn't pay much attention to their eyes. Again, not in a creepy way. I just don't like if I'm not interested, I don't like looking people in the eye. Because I don't care. But, yeah, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, last week, dude, it was, again, if you're a woman, I call everyone dude. So, yeah, just a little FYI. But yeah, the bucket mic, it was great. There's a lot more people that I thought showed up and had a great time. I went up very last, and had a good set. It was great. And then, I went with Gray Sorensen. His wife Jessica came out, and I believe it's his bass player in the band, Tyler. We all rode together and went out, and it was fun time. And then, dude, the funnest time was coming home, because like I said, we were going through the weather, and while we were at Wise Guys, it got, it was snowing, and I'm going off memory, but I think it rained. It rained, or it was rain, snow, for the first part of the afternoon, and then nighttime, full on ice and snow. And we were driving. They were taking me home, and we were getting off the freeway, and it looked slick. And when we were going off, Gray was like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no," and he was trying to turn, and we were probably going 50, 60 miles an hour, and he was trying to turn, and we would just, continue going straight off the freaking, almost said it, almost went off the off-ramp, and wrecked. Dude, I was getting prepared to, I had my arms up, and I was getting ready to block the airbag from busting up my face more than it already is, and it recovered, and it was, dude, and the funniest part of this is, before we were doing that, we were all listening to Tenacious D, jamming out, music up, we were all singing it, just headbanging, and then we almost go off the road. Either way, I was laughing. Even if we wrecked, I would have laughed like that. That would just been hilarious. But then after we got that, we just started headbanging and listening to Tenacious D, which, if you haven't heard of Tenacious D, it's Jack Black and Kyle Gass, and it's a great band, funny, and if you don't know who Tenacious D is, I probably don't like you. Yeah, because it's just a fun, great band that Jack Black does. And come on, Jack Black is a great actor and just funny guy. I like him a lot. I like watching his stuff. So, what was I saying? The bucket mic, Gray, everyone driving crazy. But yeah, after doing this set last week, like I told you guys, not sure, one of the recent episodes, I was did the hosting thing. Then after the hosting thing, my focus and one of my goals were to open up and start doing shows at Wise Guys, besides hosting. And now I didn't want to take the chance until I felt like I had a decent set ready enough to, be something that I want people, starting out, because there's so much material I've done and so much jokes I've thrown out there, but it's at open mics where, no one really gives a crap what you're doing, for the most part. And so to really build something, okay, this is something I want to be, what I want to, be recognized for saying, or what people are going to get introduced to me as a comic, outside of just open mics or bar shows and stuff like that, but actually opening up for someone famous and doing really well. you got to really make sure that your set is something that you want to be, that you're throwing out there. You can't, obviously, a lot of people will probably forget, but there's some people that will remember. And if you do it enough, obviously, people will remember, and as you move up. And that's why I really been struggling with jokes that I want to build my set around. And, out of 3-minute sets here and there, I could probably pull 30 seconds out of each of one of those that is good enough to build my set around. And then, like, before the bucket mic the week before, I kind of was tired because I was not tired, but I was tired of being so judgy of my own shit that I just went up at Wise Guys, did like a completely different thing. Like, I went up there high energy, was talking, throughout my whole thing was just brand new stuff, never done it before, and I was just like, I'm gonna go do this. I don't care if I get laughs. Keith was gone, and he's the owner of Wise Guys, the one that gives you the opportunities, and that's the one you want to impress. So he was gone. I was like, well, I'm just gonna go up and have fun. Who gives a crap what I'm doing? And that's what I did, and I got some good laughs and, had fun. And I actually, when I look back on it, there's a lot of stuff that I don't really want to keep, for say, as building my, actual, my solid set around. But there was, like I said, 30 seconds or 45-second bit that I did in there that I can take from that was good, that I can add and build something else around that. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been helping my writing process and helping everything, and it's been doing really, really good. It's been good. So, yeah, I reached out, so hopefully I can get on some shows and report back on that. Guys, man, this week I've been feeling just low energy. I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but it's been tired this week. Still having a great time. Still accomplishing my shit. Still accomplishing my shit. Low energy doesn't affect that. Just, it's probably because I stay up till 4 a.m. But yeah, speaking of comedy and stuff, if you're like a fan of comedians, obviously, Chris D'Elia. Even like if you know Eminem, like he did that shit with like impersonating Eminem, and did the funny videos on YouTube a while back that he actually like really blew up from. And dude, he was like on the top, like in the top of his career a year ago today. Even during COVID, he was doing so well. And then June hit, and he got like all these allegations from women, posting screenshots of like messages that he was just being like a creepy dude. And at first I was like, I didn't believe it, because like I'm a huge fan of Chris D'Elia, and I never thought that. Like, I really admired him for being straight edge. Like, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do nothing. So I was like, okay, that's cool that you see that, because obviously most comics have some sort of, like, they either smoke cigarettes, bud, drink, or a mixture of stuff. But there's besides like Mormons, there's not very too many clean cut that don't do absolutely nothing comics. So I admired. I was like, that's cool. And he was a great comedian, and he looked like someone that's done all the drugs. So the fact that he had the look that he did all the drugs and without having to do all the drugs, good for him. And then I got all those allegations of girls saying that he was creeping on him, I don't remember if any of them were underage. I mean, they were young, but I think they were like 18. I'm not sure. I didn't fucking look into that stuff. But yeah, so then after that, he made one statement saying, all of his relationships have been consensual and like nothing rapey or anything like that, and then just completely went away how many months is that? Like 8 months? June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, 8 months. Nothing. Like completely quit doing his podcast, probably because he lost his sponsors. Wasn't tweeting, wasn't doing nothing, just completely gone. And then he came out a day ago and posted a video to his YouTube channel that caption, "It's been a while," and he goes into basically addressing everything that's happened. And guys, holy shit! If you haven't seen it's like a 10-minute video on YouTube. Go look it up. It's on Chris D'Elia's channel. Holy shit! Like, he admits to, like, one of the things he says in the video that fucking just kind of mind boggled me was, he was like, you guys seen the messages from me that girls were posting? He's like, that wasn't even, like, there was way more than that. And you're like, no. I don't know if you're trying to save your shit, but you don't say that there's way more. Like, he was like, yeah, that was like nothing. There's way more. And I was like, okay, this video is not going how I expected. Then he admits to basically having sex run his life and being a sex addict, and basically saying, like, in this, I kind of get this aspect that how his point of view now is, he would say, he's like, doing comedy and shows, sex became easy. Like, I didn't have to work at it. It was just kind of like, hey, I'd go do my show. After the show, girls would come back to the hotel or wherever we were at, staying, and it was just basically, all right, let's just have sex, make out. He said he was just straight up with them about it. And, from a girl's point of view, it's creepy, It's definitely creepy. It's like, what the hell? Like, you're not, gonna smooth into it. And he just, and I get both point of views. And he just admitted that basically the completely derail of his career and everything, he says, it had to happen for him to work on himself, and for that's great. But yeah, just basically admitting to I'm pretty sure all of it was true. So I mean, I don't know if he's gonna recover from it, but I think there's like a little clip. Let me see if I can find it where he talks. It's just like a little thing, because I don't want to get in trouble for playing too much of it on. I don't think I could, but I probably could. So no one gives a shit anyways. Yeah, so let's see if I can. Okay.
Life was, sex, it controlled my life. It was the focus. It was my focus, all the time. And I had a problem. And I do have a problem. It's not like you months down the line, you just kind of, everything's better. I need to do work on that. When I first started doing stand-up and I started getting a little bit of notoriety in my early 30s, having sex got a lot easier.
That's all I'm gonna play, but like I said, check it out on YouTube. But yeah, like crazy. Like, okay, fucking, like, all that shit was true. Like, I mean, he's basically admitting to he's seeking out a therapist. Like, that's crazy. From me dealing with alcohol and shit, you like see that. But when you hear of people dealing with sex as a problem, or, food, shit that's outside of like alcohol or drugs that, I guess is mostly in the spotlight when you say you have an addiction problem. But when you see firsthand, like Chris D'Elia, just a comic I fucking watched the past 4 years, I really got into him, and now he's, all this shit happened, and now he's coming out, saying he's seeking a therapist. He couldn't stop. He was like cheating on his wife, who he's with now, and he said if this didn't happen, he'd continue cheating on her, and like that's obviously like an addiction. Like you want to stop, but you can't stop, and it's just insane. Gives me a whole like different perspective on how people, I guess, see like people that drink or something that they, can't stop. It's just like, what's the problem? And now it's kind of like it's a whole different perspective and understanding, and even you get knowledge from it, and you're just like, wow. So it was definitely a surprise to me. I watched it last night, and it sucks though, because alcohol or drugs, you hurt the people close to you if you're, got a problem. But usually when you get clean or get help, you can, for the most part, revive your career with their certain steps and stuff like that. But man, allegations of women and stuff like that, I wouldn't even know how to deal with that. Because you get your help and stuff, but the public and the fans and sponsors and people just in Hollywood, period, because Hollywood fucking, it has a bad rap, and I'm not saying that it's not for a good reason. Dude, Hollywood is ran by pedophiles and stuff like that. But I'm not saying everyone involved in Hollywood is. But dude, yeah, for sure, pedophiles run Hollywood. And I mean, if you don't believe that, you're just adherent to it or ignorant of it. But it's true. And so like when stuff like this happens, and you're based, in LA, Hollywood, and that's where your work and career is, no one's going to want to touch you, because people are probably too scared to go down with you, or, for the reason that everyone's finding out about all this stuff, pedophilia and sex crimes going on in Hollywood. That's just insane I couldn't imagine how you would recover. So I hope he does, because like I said, he was one of my favorite comics, and but it's never going to be the same. I can tell you that. That's like, it sucks, like that's what I was saying. It sucks watching someone you idolized and admire go down for just for addiction and stuff like this, and be dealing with that. That's like Bam Margera. If you guys, Bam Margera was, if you don't know who he is, again, probably gonna lose some respect for you. Obviously, it was a co-star of Jackass movies, great skateboarder, and he had like that Viva La Bam show. But he was like, dude, he was great during those. But now he deals with alcohol, and I thought he was getting better. And then like, what was it, like a week ago, I seen it was all over social media that he posted a drunk video, and so I watched it, because I was like, dude, I love Bam. I want to see how he's doing. And he wasn't doing good. He fucking drunk, and he was posting this, saying how Johnny Knoxville, just basically ripping on all the Jackass guys, and like coming from, a more understanding, having dealt with stuff like that, it was like, man, I hope he gets help. Like, I hope he needs. Then he deletes the video and posts another one saying that he's like manic bipolar, and he's getting help for that, which I was like, cool. And then he posts another video again where he's drunk, just basically shaming. And in the comment section, you can see people are getting tired, like, him blaming stuff and going through these. And yeah, I believe it, dude. Probably is manic bipolar. But you don't drink. Like, drinking ain't gonna help that. obviously it's making it worse because he's obviously inebriated in the videos. So it's just like coming from, like, I've been there, done it, and learned from it. So if everything else fails, dude, I'm just going to become a counselor and help people. Maybe I'll do it either way. I don't know. I know this shit. But yeah, it sucks because he's like 41 and looks bad. Face is swollen, eyes are swollen, just looks horrible. And I even looked up just curious. I was like, is he still married? And he is. He has people around him. So hopefully, dude, fucking both of them can get their lives back in order. And Chris D'Elia seems like he's on the right path for sure. Bam, no. But hopefully he gets stuff too. Because like I said, I grew up watching them, not Chris, but Bam, and spent like the last 3-4 years watching Chris and watching his success, and it's just, you don't want to see people go through that. So anyways, yeah, dude, speaking of seeing people I grew up watching, last night watched Pauly Shore do his thing here in Jordan Landing, or as he called it, North Jordan, because he couldn't remember it was West Jordan. He thought it was North Jordan. And it was great time. The crowd was rambunctious, man. It seemed like everyone just had, in the crowd, in the audience, it seemed like everyone just had a bunch of like bundled up riot energy that they just been holding in during this pandemic. And like last night, it just all came out at the late show. So the late show, I think, started like at 9:30, and man, everyone was just getting drunk and shouting stuff out during his set and recording. And I'm like, dude, you can't record in here. Like, we can, but we either record our own sets, or we're, got consent, or like it's our friends up there doing something. But you can't just, like, that pissed me off seeing that, because you're in this comedy club. You can't just be recording your stuff. Like, put the fuck, I'm gonna say fucking, I know I said it a couple times, but put the fucking phone away. That shit pissed me off. And just shouting stuff out, interrupting his set. But other than that, dude, it was great. JD did a set last night. He opened for Pauly. And JD and our buddy Mike Tibbs got dragged into a joke before the show. JD told Mike that he told Pauly that he was a polygamist and needed him to follow like being a polygamist and like pull it off, dude. It was funny. And now today, Pauly is wanting to get more information from Mike about being a polygamist, which I want, like, on record, Mike Thibodeau is not a polygamist at all. So it's just a fucking joke that they started with Pauly. But Pauly, great guy, dude, down to earth, great to talk to. Like, he is just awesome guy, and enjoyed all of last night, and even went to Gray's house. We were trying to get Pauly to come over to Gray's house, and I think we got to Gray's. It was just late, and Gray and everyone. Good thing we didn't, because Gray passed out like 10 minutes after we got there. Everyone was hammered when we got there, so it was a fun time though. Gray passed out and had some nut sacks put on him. Not mine, but I think his wife took the picture of like JD and someone else putting their nut sacks on. On Gray. That's what happens, dude. You invite people over to your house, you're gonna pass out. You get nut sacks on the face. It was on the face, it was on the hand. But yeah, that's about it. I forgot to mention this earlier. I got 2 special guests. Yeah. I'm bringing not at the same time. not gonna have like a fucking orgy of guests on here, but I am gonna bring one on probably this week, and then hopefully the other one on next week. I'm not gonna say who they are, but you'll love them. They're great people to talk to, interesting, and I wouldn't bring them on if I didn't think they would do good on here. So I'll announce who they are as I record the episodes with them. So be sure, if you haven't already, make sure that you go and follow me on social media, Allblaze Sanchez, or like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and give this podcast a rate and a review. It helps me get better, and helps the podcast get better. So be sure to follow. Alright, everyone, have a safe week and go accomplish your goals and shit. Peace.